Welcome back. The 2% mindsets, critical thinking, negotiation skills, persuasion skills, and presentation skills. Now, wait a minute. You see, you may have all these skills in place, but still not turn into what you've been dreaming about turning into. Skill number 5 that helps people graduate into the 2% mindset is resilience. Resilience. You know, it's not over until it is over. How many of us have tried and tried hard and gotten to the point where we were almost getting it right? And then we gave up. I read a story about a gentleman called Niccolo Paganini. And Niccolo Paganini was a violin player in a world, stage where they had dignitaries and people from all over the world in a music festival. Niccolo was the key highlight of the festival. And as he took to stage playing his violin on 4 strings, as soon as he was on stage and playing, the first string got broken. And he knew he had 3 strings remaining. And as he continued, the second string got broken. And he remained with 2 strings, as I wrote in my book. And I said, as he continued playing, the 3rd string got broken, and the fellow remained with 1 string only. Everybody could have excused him if he put his violin down, but not Niccolo Paganini. He continued playing the music using 1 string after losing the first 3 strings. And at the end, he finished his entire music, and he got a standing ovation. And I saw many years back John Paul II, the Pope, flying around the world with an Alitalia aeroplane christened Niccolo Paganini. What does that mean? It simply means in life, even if you are down to 1 string, music can still come out of you. And let me tell you, most of us in life had 4 strings, 10 strings, 15 strings. And as life will have it, they got broken for one reason or the other. Some put down their violin and continue doing some other things. But then you have the few that stuck with the violin, even with 1 string. So the message here is, even if you are down to 1 string, music can still come out of you. So resilience is a skill that you need to develop if you want to grow into the 2% mindset. Because life has setbacks. In fact, I say in one of my books, I quoted Winston Churchill, who said, success is moving from one failure to another without losing enthusiasm. He said the nose of a bulldog is slanted backward so that it may continue breathing without letting go. And he says again that if you are going through hell, keep going. And the fellow says, I like a man who grins when he fights. So resilience, bullishness, grit is one of the quality if one wants to be part of the 2% mindset. Because life will throw broken eggs on your face. How you react to that can make the difference between the 2% and the 98%. That's skill number 5. Skill number 6 for the 2% mindset. Number 1 was critical thinking. Number 1 was strategic thinking. And number 6 now is critical thinking. So what's the difference between strategic thinking and critical thinking? Strategic thinking is all about strategies, figuring what you want and how to get there and how to get it. Now, analytical thinking or critical thinking could be something like, in the path of my strategy, with the difficulties and the setbacks and the failure and the disappointment, what next do I need to have in place, to put in place, in order for me still to go and get whatever I am aiming getting. So, in the example of an entrepreneur where you are pursuing a goal and the goal is bigger than you and the dream is too high, too high for you, you may need partnerships, strategic partnerships. You may need merger. You can merge your small thing with something big to go for what you believe in. Or you may need even joint ventures. You can choose to do things with other people and necessarily not yourself. Or you may choose to do acquisition. You don't have to start things from scratch up to up. you can acquire things that are already working and just add value to them. So I talk about 4 things here. I talk about merger, acquisition, joint ventures, and strategic partnerships. So critical thinking really enables you to think differently on ways and means that will help you achieve whatever goal you have set. I say that's one of the skills, the 2% mindset population in the world have, that helps them design a world for the 98% of the rest of the world to live in under their terms and conditions. So the 2% mindset, you have strategic thinking, you have negotiation skills, you have persuasion skills, you have presentation skills, you have critical thinking, and then you have resilience. And I will tell you this, another skill that people in the 2% have mastered is financial management. How they manage money, how they deal with money. In fact, I ask people, you'd be surprised if there was a chip and they put in your hands to just recall and recount every money that has ever gone through your hands. And in comparison to the things you've been able to achieve with money, you'll be surprised. The difference between the 2% and the 98% sometimes is just financial literacy. And that's a skill I want to challenge everyone watching me tonight. As a couple, as a business, as an enterprise, you can choose to learn more about financial management because it makes a difference between the 2% and the 98%. And I learned this recently, that innovation is not doing new things. Innovation is simply new ways. The same old things, but done in a different way. You see, Uber is still a taxi, a normal taxi, but just a different way of doing taxi business. Airbnb, this multi-billion US dollar enterprise, is still like a hotel setup, but a different way of doing hotels. Instead of building your own properties and spending money to managing them, you just partner with people that owns properties, apartments, family homes that are not in use and some are in use, and then you send guests to them. The guests pay you, you pay them, you get your cut, and you make your money. I say, innovation is not new things. Innovation is new ways. If you look at Netflix, Netflix is still like your cinema hall's value proposition, but in your own terms and conditions. At the comfort of your home, you are able to access all those movies that are being shown in cinema halls across the world. So the 2% mindset people thrive on innovation. So here we are, 7 skills already. So you have strategic thinking, you have negotiation skills, you have persuasion skills, you have presentation skills, you have resilience, you have critical thinking, and then you have financial management, and finally here, you have innovation. So you are different. You are an outlier. You don't do things the way the 98% of the world do. You don't give up when the 98% of the world give up. You don't go to the places where the 98% of the world go. You don't see the things the 98% of the world see. You choose to see things differently. You choose to do things differently, and you go to different places that the majority of people will never go. You become a daredevil. You become a captain of the moonshot. You become an outlier, and that makes you part of the 2% mindsets. So that was the conversation we've been having. What it takes to cross over from the 98% mindset to the 2% mindset. The people that employ the 98% mindset. The people that design clothes, handbags and shoes and stuff and cars for the 98% mindset. The people that influence the economic direction of our universe. The people that make others live under their terms and conditions. It's a choice. Do you have what it takes to cross over to the 2% mindset? Do you have a fixed mindset in the 98, or do you have a growth mindset in the 2%? The choice is yours. Until next time, be inspired before you expire. Good night.